Good morning, you guys. Oh, you're a little foggy. So Maya's already out here at the barn. I just woke our kids up. It's kind of a little earlier than we're normally doing chores, but we are getting these done to go to the farmer's market. Maya came out here a little bit ago to start the milking while I got the kids out of bed. Good morning. Good morning, darlings. Hey, Sue. Callie girl. Cherry pie. Hey, Zucchini, what you doing? What are you doing? I just came down here to turn the sprinkler on. Raph, what are you doing, man? You silly dogs. Well, I can't blame him for wanting to take a dip. It is already 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 26 Celsius at 7:30 in the morning, so I'm headed back up to the house, make sure the kids are up and moving. Last night was a little bit of a late night, being a weekend, and Ben is with Aunt KK, but Toby and Ezra wanted to go to the market, and Asher actually said he wanted to go to the market, so I'm gonna go make sure they're up, and we're gonna get in the car and go meet our friends in Augusta, Georgia. Y'all ready?
Yes.
A little drive, no stretching it out. Hey, look, Asher came with us. Little sweet Asher. So I came to this market last week. I had to take Jackson to driving school, so I was kind of in this general area, and it was a really great market here in Augusta. So I was telling some friends about it, and they were like, hey, let's go this weekend. And sweet Maya came with me. My boys, some of the boys. Y'all ready? See if we can find some cool stuff?
Yeah.
I want to find some figs, my most favorite food.
I'm just serious. I don't know what we would find because I've never been here.
And some fresh lemonade. I had some last week. It was really
Lemonade
tasty.
sounds good.
All right, this is Luke. Luke, hello.
Hello.
Can you say hello to my friends here on YouTube?
Hello, everyone.
Will you tell us about your farm? I actually met Luke here last week and we chatted for a good while about mangalitzas.
Yes.
So what are you doing here in Augusta area?
Well, I come out to the market once a week, and I've been raising my hogs now for almost a year. I'm doing ducks as well, and I just started breeding some heritage hogs, which we talked about.
Yeah.
This week, actually, that commencement has begun. I'm starting off with Mangalista and an Old English, which I think you said you had too.
Yep.
And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I've been buying leading up until now, so kind of looking forward to having my own line of product that I'm bringing on.
Yeah, very cool. So you guys sell meat here every Saturday?
Yep.
Awesome. And your farm is called?
Talumeria.
Talumeria.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what's the meaning of that? What is that?
My wife came up with this name, and it means basically Sea of Stories.
Oh, nice. I love that very much. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming back.
Yeah. So here are our friends. Hello.
Hello.
How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
So did you park over here? Y'all parked that way. Okay, so y'all came up through that way. Cool. See anything good?
So far, we found a really cool plant over there.
Awesome.
Snowman.
Oh, what'd you find, Nate?
What is it called?
Arepas?
Papusas? Papusas?
Oh, that looks so good. Nice. There's some good food here.
I'm probably going to eat my weight.
As long as your expectations are
She's a little bit side.
last week, whenever I came here, I ended up talking to Luke for like half an hour. Really nice guy, and it's funny because we're doing a lot of our farm stuff similarly, feeding similarly, non-GMO, and it was really enjoyable conversation. So I wanted to come back and introduce you guys to him if you're local and you're looking for a place to get good meat. I know. I'm drawn to all.
The information for my Etsy and Instagram is on the back of the cards.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put it on here. So
I'm kind of bad about loading everything up on the Etsy, but I'm doing my best.
I understand. That's small business in a nutshell, right?
Never enough time for anything.
I'm doing my best. These are beautiful. Good job. Okay, Jade, Uber driver by day, small business owner by night, and you make this beautiful handmade jewelry, and your Etsy is Geo Whimsy.
Yes, ma'am.
Very cool. So what's your favorite thing? Obviously you like making earrings. Like, can you tell me about that?
Sure. So it's really fun because I start off with the red, blue, and yellow primary colors, and I always mix the colors myself. I typically use my own color recipes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's just really cool coming up with just different ideas and then seeing it all come together.
Yeah, well this is beautiful. I really love your work. You like that one with the moon phases? That's really neat, huh?
How'd you start doing this? What made you decide to?
So I also do wire work, and I'm always on Instagram, and I started seeing people making these, you know, on Instagram, and I was just like, that looks so fun.
Yeah.
And so I just started accumulating the supplies for it, and just got into it that way.
Very cool. All right, Daniel, let's see which ones you got. Oh, excellent choice.
Aren't
Those are
these so
beautiful. They're
cute?
so beautiful.
It can go with so many things.
Yes. I bought a big bowl from you last week.
I want to get another one.
I don't need another one, but I am going to show these on a video if that's okay.
That's fine.
And I need to get your information again so I can tell people where they can order. So y'all, I found this massive bowl. I got a red one she was selling here last week, and I was like, that's exactly what I need because I've been processing all these peaches and being able to cut them and put something on it to keep the flies off. So I'll put her Tupperware information. Tupperware is like a blast from the past, isn't it? All right, fresh lemonade. All right. I got a cup of this lemonade last week, and I'm just coming back and showing my family all the things I enjoyed when I came here. Toby, you got a fresh cinnamon roll there? Yum. What do you think? Tomatoes, fresh flowers. Hello.
Good morning. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, thanks.
I bought some really good stuff from these ladies last week, and I came back for more.
The one that flew off. Can I help? Thank you.
So we just met Kimberly, who was watching one of our videos last night. So
Yes, I was.
you are a realtor?
I'm a realtor in the Augusta, Georgia area.
And the #1 real estate agent in the world, according to her mom. That's what it says right here on the card. It must be true.
It must be true. Gotta be true.
You ever seen the movie Elf?
Oh yeah.
He walks into the coffee shop in New York and he's like, you did it! You did it! Congratulations!
That is the best movie.
Best cup of coffee in the world.
All right, so our kids are paying $1 each to hold a snake.
Yeah.
In the meantime, tell me something good, Michael Ball.
Something good? Well, I can tell you something bad.
Don't do that.
Well, here's something bad. I have like 50 snakes at my house that just live in the rocks, and they can hold them for free, and they never do it. But when it comes to paying $1 to hold a snake, it's like a no-brainer for a child. Yeah.
Some of y'all might have seen Michael. I've been sharing some of his music on my Instagram. One of my favorite people to listen to sing. Every time I hear him and his wife Jess sing together, I cry like every single time. I think now.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get Jess singing way more, so I don't have to sing as much.
She does have a beautiful voice.
That's my goal, is to get her singing. So.
But yeah, I've been sharing his music. He's been sharing more on Instagram.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And more to come elsewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
Recording very soon.
Amazing sound. I'll link that down below.
Yeah.
I know what I want to get when I move.
When we build our house and move in?
Yeah.
What?
I want to get a snake.
A snake, of course you do.
I love snakes.
Did you just fall in love? Was that a cool experience for you?
Yeah. I've held snakes before. That is adorable.
We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. So Cindy. All right, and this is your booth. Flower farming.
Yes.
So awesome. You're here every Saturday?
We are every Saturday.
Well, tell me about your farm.
Our farm is in Lawrence, South Carolina. We drive about an hour and a half every weekend to come here, and it's a mother-daughter farm, so my mom's the main gardener. I'm still learning from her and from you. I watch your channel and I'm trying to learn as much as I can, but yeah, it's been really great so far.
Well, this is beautiful. You've got beautiful stuff here.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Y'all come check it. What's your booth called? Your farm name?
Pine Ridge Farm.
Pine Ridge Farm. Awesome. We're gonna get some lunch here at Black Lotus Urban Spice. Getting some jerk chicken mac and cheese for the boys. All right.
$6.
Yes, sir.
All right, $6.
All right. Good food, good mood. I like that motto. That's true, right?
That's true, right? That's true. Good food make you smile.
Look at Sweet Maya being sweet.
This one made me think of you.
Oh, thank you.
Can I smell them?
These are beautiful, huh?
This one really beautiful.
Thank you, baby.
I like the sunflowers.
We're now heading out because it is now exceeding 90 degrees. And we've eaten all we can. Got some flowers, got my figs. And it's time to go back to our own farm. Alright guys, it's actually the next evening and I went to edit and upload this video and realized I didn't close it. But I did want to just take a second and talk to you guys. There are different kinds of markets. You know, you'll go to some markets that are a lot of artisans and food truck type things, food booths, as well as some farmers that are selling produce or handmade goods. Excuse me. You're fine. Excuse me, Asher. You're fine. Love you. I've picked the worst place to sit here on the front steps, but I needed to be in the shade. It's loud in there. So I remember when I first kind of got the awakening of the broken food system, and I really thought I want to start eating seasonally, I want to start eating locally, I want to support small farms and local farmers, and I started shopping at a farmer's market with a really, really small budget. And at the time, it was kind of overwhelming because you just kind of need to know what market you're going to and what you're going there for. And the number one tip that I have for somebody that wants to go to a farmer's market, obviously this video, my friends and I, we just took our families to the farmer's market for a fun outing. We got some snacks, we got some food, we had lunch there, and we had a great time. It was more of an outing, but I also go to the state farmer's market here in South Carolina on the weekends. And I will buy bulk produce there to can, especially since parts of my garden haven't exactly thrived this year. And there is a difference between going to the farmer's market for the fun experience and like getting a little snacks and a little bit of food and maybe something handmade to try versus trying to switch your sustenance to locally sourcing. And if that's what you're trying to do and you're trying to do that more economically, talk to the farmers. Talking to farmers and building an actual relationship is huge. Like if you go to the farmer's market and you see a package of sausage, you might spend a little bit more on that than if you go to the grocery store and you've bought something local. You got to try something nice. It's probably really tasty. But if you're looking for switching all of your sustenance over, you need to talk to these farmers and ask them if they sell half hogs or half cows, where you're buying all of those cuts and you're going to get a cheaper rate in doing that. There's a difference in going and buying a jar of pickles that somebody made and they're selling at their farmer's market versus going and buying a bushel of cucumbers and making lots of pickles yourself. And the farmers at the farmer's market may offer that service and they may not, but you might need to look around and find the market that's actually going to suit your needs. I see a lot of people thinking, I want to support locally, and then they go to like an artisan farmer's market, kind of like the one that I just went to in Augusta, and then they get kind of bewildered because they're only seeing like pints of cucumbers. But there are places that you can buy bushels. I was able to find bulk produce at the state farmer's market. And I did not buy any bulk produce at this farmer's market. Of course, I didn't ask anybody. You might be able to ask the different booths, you know, do you offer larger quantities for people who are looking to preserve? That's the question that you need to ask. And what you may find is that these farmers might say, well, we don't bring that stuff to the market, but here's my card. You can come out to my house. And that's where building that relationship is going to give you options as far as localizing your food. So the next thing that I really just wanted to talk about when I'm talking about like going and buying food at the farmer's market. So maybe you're not at the place that you're going and looking for bulk stuff to preserve yet. Maybe you're just saying, you know, I'm really learning to cook for the first time, or, you know, I am switching over from buying stuff at the grocery store and I'm switching to a local farm. One thing that I used to do, because I wasn't at a place that I could go buy all of our food at the farmer's market like that, I would go and see what was seasonal, what was going on. Like when I went to the market a month ago, everybody had squash, tons and tons of squash. Now, I was there the other day, I saw lots of tomatoes and okra, and in the market in October and November, which our farmers markets will still be going, some of them during that time, is whenever you'll start seeing more root vegetables and cabbages and stuff like that. I learned largely to eat seasonally because I would go to the farmer's market and I would buy the stuff that was seasonal, and then I would go home and I would figure out how to cook it. Eating seasonal and learning to meld your meal plan around what's coming in is a really big part if you're going to grow your own food. And it's different for everybody. It's really hard for me to say this is exactly how you do that, because it's going to be different depending on where you are. But the best way to learn what is growing seasonally where you live is your local farmer's market. Going in and seeing what people are pulling out of their gardens. Now, I will also tell you, there are markets where there are produce vendors that are buying shipped produce, just like how you have a produce vendor, your grocery store is a produce vendor, and they're getting shipped produce, and that's why there are like bananas and citrus and stuff in areas where that stuff doesn't grow. If you live in a place that gets hard winters and you're seeing like mangoes and bananas sold at your farmer's market, that's not local. So you can ask people if they're local. Where I always ask people, where are you from? Where are you growing? You know, are you close to here? And you know, you'll hear people say, well, I drove an hour, but that's still local. So you can totally ask those questions. If you don't know yet what grows in what area during what season, you'll learn it. It's okay. It is a really cool thing, kind of challenging yourself. That was like the early days of my love affair with food. When I look back, I was really just learning to cook from scratch. This is prior to Jeremiah and I getting married. And I would go to the farmer's market and I would buy this local food, and, you know, I would come home and figure out what to do with it. I'd be on the internet looking up recipes. I'd be going through my recipe books trying to figure out, what do I do with these fresh black-eyed peas, or what do I do with these stripy eggplants? And though I couldn't afford a whole lot, I really made the most of what I bought by really turning it into a learning opportunity. And so I would encourage you to do that. I think that there's so much value in making relationships with local farmers, learning what to do with fresh produce, how to cook it, how to change your meal plan on the fly based on what's available to you. And then also, I mean, come on, great wholesome outing for the family. We had a great time, and I love that my kids have memories of us doing stuff like this. And it's a great way to spend time with your friends. So I'll put a link to everybody that I shared in this video down below, to their Instagrams or websites or whatever it is that they have. And I hope you enjoyed being a fly on the wall in our little family outing. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I bless you. Until next time.